Hi everyone. Okay, 6:30, let's go. Just in time. Okay. First off, go, recap. Last week we talked about people, and specifically we talked about roles and occupations that people can hold. What is a role? A role is a position, the thing that you do. An occupation is a job, your work, what you do for money. Your role doesn't have to be your job. Okay? But you always have a role in your occupation. Like right now, I work as a teacher as an online teacher. So my role is to conduct online lessons. Somebody else at Geniebook might have a different role. Maybe their role is to produce materials for marketing. Maybe somebody else has a different role, which is about refining the AI. Okay, so we all have the same job of working at Geniebook, but we have different roles in the company. Okay, so you guys, actually, we all have many roles we play. We play different roles in different times of our lives. So some of you are correct. You are students, but you're also someone's child. You are also maybe a brother. You are also a friend. Okay, so we play many roles in our lives, and some roles are special because of circumstances. Let's get right onto it. Bubble question one. Okay, now. Right, so like some of you are in the student council, so you have a role to play there. Maybe you're in charge of events or ushering. AI stands for artificial intelligence. So Geniebook has a system where the artificial intelligence looks at the questions that you do, and it is able to analyze your strengths and weaknesses. That's how the Geniebook AI generates worksheets for you. It studies your strengths and weaknesses. So after using Geniebook for a while, the worksheets you get can be different from what your friends get because you have different strengths and weaknesses. Okay? You just joined, it's 5:32 in Vietnam, is it? So it's 6:30 here in Singapore, and this lesson is an hour long, okay? Lavelle says, can I speak louder? Okay, I'm quite loud, but I'm afraid if I go any louder, it will be too loud. And time's up. So 179. Anyone else feels that I'm too soft? Okay, Angel, thank you. Right back at all of you. Jairam also says, yeah. Most people say it's very loud. So if you find it's too soft, you gotta switch up your volume, okay? So this is supposed to be an easy question, and I'm glad you guys got it this time because last week we didn't do so great. What is an observer? You observe, okay? And I give this extra detail to make it more specific. Not get involved or do anything. Don't get involved. So if you look at number 4, a referee doesn't just watch everybody. If it's a sport, excuse me, oh my throat. If it's a sport, the referee doesn't just watch. The referee is involved. The referee might blow their whistle and say, foul, you committed an offense, ball goes to that player. You see, they are involved. But we are talking about an observer. Just watch. Don't say anything. Don't do anything. Okay? Simply watch. If you act, you are doing something. This is doing something. So we don't act. Participate also goes against the clue. Okay, let's go on. Why is it not a referee? Like I said, a referee does something. They don't just watch. What does our question want? An observer. Simply watch and not get involved. A referee is involved in the activity. They don't play, but they will say, you, can you stop doing that? You kick the ball out of the field. The ball goes to your opponent. They're involved, right? They are part of the whole process. That's why the answer is not referee. Okay? Lavelle, does that make sense? And those of you who are not sure? Okay. Is it a spectator? Okay, good question. A spectator is also a kind of observer. Yeah? That's a good one. Yeah, you're right. Spectators are also observers. They just watch. They're not involved, right? Thanks, Jacqueline. Good to know the volume is perfect. Okay. Yeah, the coel is outside. Let's go. Bubble question 2. Hi everybody who just joined. Sorry I can't say hi to you individually. There's too many of you. Jin Chuan, it's okay. I don't mind. It doesn't matter. Welcome, Shannon. Thank you, Gavin. Thanks, Aiden. Sean, yes. Is this Sean or Royce? But the answer is yes. Okay, Fiona, you know what to do. Either refresh or leave and join again. Okay? Remember, always look at the if you're not sure, always look at all the options. Then eliminate those things that are totally not related or totally nonsensical. Yeah, the bird is here. Wow, and the construction. Can you guys hear the construction noise? Okay, let me switch up the filter. Jacqueline, no, that was from a Game Boy game. Okay, okay, what I'm gonna do is switch up the filter. And when I switch up the filter to high, you cannot hear noises from outside, but you also won't be able to hear the bubble question sounds. Okay, so there will not be sounds for a while. Results are in. Wow, high score. I will be the sound effects. Wow, on a day like this. Anyway, oh, it's warm, isn't it? We are talking about a person, someone, right? We're talking about a person. How can it be a hygiene? You can't be oh, are you the hygiene? What? Am I the hygiene? Oh, I mean, are you the cleanliness? No. These are nouns. These are things. If something is cleanliness and hygiene, an idea. The cleanliness of a toilet, whether it's clean or not. Hygiene is cleanliness. Okay, so you can't be a hygiene. You can be in charge of hygiene, but there's no in charge here. Okay. Next, health inspector. They inspect. That's also what an auditor does. Auditors go and check. So the health inspector comes around to buildings to check, is everything clean? Is everything okay? Are the toilets sanitary? Are the places where they serve food clean? Okay, they just check. They don't clean the place. So usually in schools or other places, I think in schools you have a health inspector come by maybe once a year. Some of you might have seen the person. Okay, they come by and check your school. They're not there every day cleaning. So the answer is caretaker or janitor. But janitor is a word more used in North America. However, you know the word because, like I've said before, in Singapore or in many parts, okay, all around the world, we consume a lot of American media. So we know a lot of American words and slang. Okay, so you can say janitor, people will understand. Caretaker to take care of the building, right? And number 4, concierge is the people in the hotel that help the customers out, help the guests at the hotel. You got any issues, you got any questions, you need someone to do help, whatever, concierge. Okay. You can still hear the bird. That's weird. Okay, hi everybody who just came in. Welcome. Bubble questions 3. Let's go. Oh, I just played the sound. Even though I say it doesn't work. Okay. Let me give it a few more minutes. I think the construction has come to an end. Ani, it's okay. You can be P3. It doesn't matter. If any of you are not P4, that's okay. You're always welcome to learn. If you're too young or if you're much younger than P4, it's okay. I believe in you. You are capable of great things. So sometimes when you challenge yourself, you realize, hey, I can do it. Okay. Oh, Zhengming can still hear the sound on high filter. That's weird. The last 3 seconds. It's okay even if you're older than P5. Everyone is welcome to learn. Okay, we have 147. Oh no, it's a low score. So many people pick this. Here's the clue for you. Graphic. If anybody here is a computer enthusiast, you're into your computers or even mobile gaming, you've seen the option for graphics, right? Graphics settings, low, medium, high. What graphics card do you use on your computer? Graphics, what is it about? It's about the images, the display of the pictures. So a graphic designer designs pictures or visuals. Visuals is a better word. These pictures can be used in posters, books, decorations, whatever. But that's what they design. They design pictures. But we want a table. If you go to a graphics designer, they can draw you a table, but you cannot eat on that. So no, it's not a graphic designer. Seamstress is a woman who sews. Sometimes that's her occupation, but sometimes it's just someone who sews and they charge people some money for it. Okay, so if some of you go and speak to your grandparents, ask around a bit to some old people, you might find that way back, a lot of women a lot of women did this like sewing jobs on the side because they were housewives. They had to take care of the family. They didn't go out to work, so they would take in clothes to men or alter. So that's how they made some money by the side. Okay, so ask around. You might find that some people, some of your family might have that. Not a sewer. Wait, what's this? A sewer is the place where all your waste fluids and where waste products flow. When you flush the toilet, right, all that water goes to the sewer, not someone who sews. I think you're just cracking a joke. Okay. So in English, you can't always add ER to describe a job. For example, you can say a person who plays football is a footballer. Yeah, that's fine. But can you say a person who draws is called a drawer? No, drawer is a section that you pull out to keep stuff. No, you can't say that, right? So not all words work with an ER, okay? Someone who draws can be an artist. That's true. Architects design buildings. Take note, it's the whole building, not just a room. They design how big the building is going to be, where the pillars are, where the sections of the rooms are going to be, where should the fire exit be, where should the staircase go. All these things. These are what an architect does, okay? Next, bubble question 4. Structure is how it's built. The walls and the support, the building itself, that's structure, how something is built. So if you look at the structure of your composition, how is your composition built? What is your introduction? What is your rising action? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I haven't launched the question because I was explaining something. Right, we have 1 minute, double question 4 and go. I just launched it. Chris, yes. I think so. Yes, Chris, yes. Seven, I don't know what that word is. Sounds like a sickness. Chiropractic. Okay, we will go through that in a while. Usually we call it a chiropractor. Chiropractic clinic is where you find chiro. Okay, are we done? Yes, time is up. Oh no, 4 seconds left. How did I miss that? And finally, okay, time's up. Okay, cool. It's finally up. 173. Okay, an improvement. Let's look at the options and see what we can eliminate, okay? So we have someone who needs help with a knee injury. There is an injury in the body, a physical part of the body. It's not mental part of the body. Okay, but anyway, physical. Psychologist. You know, is there any other word? Yeah, maybe you guys know the meaning of the word psychic, right? Someone who's psychic can read minds. That's how I learned it when I was a child. Because I was like, psychologist. Is it like a psychic? No, psychologists are not psychic. They can't read minds, but they deal with your psyche, your mind. A psychologist deals with your mind. They help you deal with issues, mental issues you might be facing, mental health issues, right? So things like you are stressed out or you feel depressed or there's some trauma you need to work through, you can go see a psychologist. Isn't psyche strength? No, that's not what strength is. If you say psycho is a crazy person. That's true. That's one letter different. Yeah, that's psycho. Therapy is where someone helps you get better. So there can be psychotherapy, therapy with that's got through the mind. There can be physical therapy. There's occupational therapy. These are different kinds of therapy. Okay, so what does a psychologist do? They work with the mind. So definitely not for your knee injury. They will just say like, sorry, I'm not the right person. Cardiologist. Some of you might be able to link this to CPR. Cardiopulmonary resuscitation. You know that, right? You know CPR? Right? So cardiologist, or some people say, hey, you want to do some cardio, bro? Cardio exercise, because it got to do with the heart, okay? So it's not Cardi B, this is cardio, a specialist who works with the heart. A cardiologist specializes in diseases and diseases of the heart and how to treat them. So if you have a heart issue, you will see a cardiologist. Your physical organ, the heart that's beating in your chest, okay? So no, we have a knee injury. What's an ophthalmologist? Specialist in the eye and diseases of the eye. Okay, this one maybe you don't know. Maybe a new word, but that doesn't matter. What we will have is physiotherapists. Physiotherapists help you with physical things like injuries, how to recover from an injury, what exercises to do to strengthen your muscles just as you recover from an injury. Okay, so there was a question about chiropractic. So there are clinics called chiropractic clinics. In them, you will find a chiropractor or maybe chiropractors. What do chiropractors do? They deal with curing or helping you with muscular issues and sometimes issues that have to do with your nerves. Most of the time, they focus on the spine, but sometimes they also work on other body parts. And what do chiropractors do? They tend to crack your body. Have you seen those videos where they ask you to lie down on the bench, then they feel your back? Oh, okay, hang on. Crack! That's a chiropractor. So when I had a back injury, I saw a chiropractor. Okay? Some of you have tried it. So sometimes they'll ask you to do certain, they will do other therapies for your back. Sometimes also other joints, and they usually deal with bones, okay? But mostly focus on the spine. Okay, last recap. Go. And it's also a few of you had the issue where you answered the question by say time's up, right? So can you do me a favor? Maybe it's too late to ask you for this, but the next time you join a lesson, take note how many bubbles you have. And then during the lesson, check how many questions you answered correctly. How do you know that? You know what you click and I will tell you the answer, right? Don't worry what the system says. And then at the end of the day, you check if you got the bubbles. Because I have a feeling some of you will get the bubbles, or even though the computer says time's up. Okay. Yeah, Vera, thanks. Vera has been doing that. What does it tell you? Javier also, some of you have been doing it. Do you still get the bubbles? Ernie, keep it up. Keep up your writing. Okay, Lucas Chu says he didn't get the bubbles. Okay, other people say they got it. Okay. Okay, cool, cool. So most of you, looks like only 1 or 2 people don't get the bubbles. Most of you get it, so that's fine. Okay, that's good news then. All right, time's up. 201. Okay, good. Most of you know this, but many people thought it was this. She works with underprivileged individuals. What is an underprivileged individual? Someone who doesn't have as much as everybody else. Okay, usually it's money. So social workers help individuals or families. So let me give you a very specific example. Some of you might experience this, or some of you might know friends who have this. Maybe you have a classmate whose father doesn't make a lot of money, and then their mother is not employed because the mother has to stay at home to take care of the children. So with the father's salary, it's not enough to take care of the family. So they might get help from a social worker. The social worker might visit the family, see how stuff is going on, ask them about their groceries. Do you need enough? Do you have enough of this and that? Oh, clothes not enough. Let's see what we can do. Then maybe they get a charity to provide some of the things. They help with the application of financial assistance in the schools, stuff like that. Okay, they can do more than that. Sometimes they also work with getting therapy for their clients and stuff like that. Okay, but they work with people who are underprivileged. That's the key word here. Let's highlight that. All right. So what is an economist? An economist is not about helping people. Okay. Economists, the word economist comes from economy, right? So what is the economy? The economy is how the money of a country is going, who's buying what, who's selling what, how much money does a country have, or even a business, how much business do they have? Okay, so an economist, they look at, how do I simplify it? They look at data, how much money is spent, how many things are being used, and then they can help to make it more efficient. Okay, this for example, you can hire an economist to study, or okay, maybe economists for the country. So they say, okay, Singapore is spending too much money on tourism. So if Singapore wants to do better, they need to focus less on tourism and spend more money on education because of this. So economists study those things. All right, they don't go help people. I mean, indirectly. Psychologists, you already know from the previous question, help you with the mind issues. Therapist is a very generic word, right? Very general. There are many kinds of therapists, as I told you before. There are physiotherapists, occupational therapists, speech therapists, right? So many kinds. So no, some people might need the help of a therapist, but a therapist doesn't do all these things. No. Okay. All right, let's go on to today's question. We are talking about creating a twist when writing a composition. So some of you might have attended the P5 lesson or maybe the P6 lesson some months back. The general structure is the same. Okay, because my advice for writing a story is always the same. It's a very basic thing for you to do. And today's topic about creating a twist also is nothing so complex. What I do change between each level is the examples I give and maybe how in-depth I go in my explanations, right? So today's topic is how to create a twist in your story. Not just a problem, but a twist. Why? Because sometimes you know the problem is so predictable. You know what's going to happen. But if you put a twist, you make something unexpected, then your reader is like, whoa, what? So twists are an added layer. It's a level up. Do you always need a twist? No. We'll see why later, okay? So my 2 things to keep in mind when writing a twist is keep your twist believable. That means it cannot be so ridiculous and crazy that your readers are like, what? Aliens crawled out from the toilet bowl? Come on. It's a bit too far-fetched. And it has to be realistic. Realistically, how many of you here will meet the president of Singapore while at the grocery store? How many of you will get a call from the director of the police force or the commissioner of the police force. You know what I mean? It's possible, but it's probably not going to happen. So when you get there, it will be a bit weird. Like if the president of the country thanks you for your contribution during a lockdown exercise, that's a bit not realistic, right? So you have to understand something about being unexpected. Being unexpected does not mean ridiculous. Unexpected just means, whoa, I did not see that coming. That took me by surprise. Okay? Doesn't have to be totally like crazy. Let's try this, okay? Read the question carefully and then study all the options. Bubble question 6, ready, go. I think I can change the audio filter now. Okay, I think now you should be able to hear the sounds. Starting with the sheep. My chat isn't working. Come on. Oh my God. There you go. TCS, let's see. Oh no, TCS, good try, but that's not the answer. Sorry, TCS, I just saw that you tried the previous questions. Good tries. Okay, TCS, good tries. Those who just came in, you're late, it doesn't matter. Welcome. I'm glad you can join. Hope you guys are doing fine. We're running out of time. So remember to keep your option realistic and believable. These are the 2 points. Excuse me. Okay, so 176. Oh no, I thought this was easy. Let's look at the title. Trouble while on holiday. Okay, somebody's on holiday and then something bad happens. Okay, what's the problem? They're on holiday when they find themselves lost. That's not a nice thing to happen. If you are in a strange land, a foreign land, and then you're lost, that can be quite stressful. So what is the twist? How can we make the problem get a bit worse? Let's look at the options. Option number 1, a man offers to buy all their goods. Wait. What goods? They're not selling things. Tim and his family are on holiday. They're not selling things. So definitely number 1 is not related, totally irrelevant. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Exactly. So it's totally not relevant. Guys, our lesson ends at 7:30, okay? We end at 7:30 p.m. Next, number 2, the hotel informs them that it has to close for the day. Okay, this is where you have to ask yourself, how realistic is it that a hotel closes for the day? Not very realistic, right? Why would the hotel have to close and like what's going to happen? Where are these people going to go? Not very realistic. Is it possible? Kind of, I guess, but I think the odds of this happening are very, very, very low. Very low odd. Very low chances of this happening, right? Let's skip number 3 and go to number 4. A frantic-looking man rushes to them, pointing to a book in his hand. Okay, this could be quite stressful, but it doesn't really make the problem any worse. It's just like, huh? Who's this man and what's this book got to do with anything? You know what I mean? It's a bit like, what? Do you get the same feeling when you read this, right? It's like, what? But look at number 3. You are lost in a foreign land when suddenly your brother has a stomach ache. Oh no. That is trouble, guys. If you are at a mall and you get a stomach ache, that's fine. You know where the bathroom is, but you are lost. Where is he going to go? Is there a typo? Where's the typo? Family. Where is it? I don't see a typo. I don't know. Family. Tim and family. Or you can say Tim and family, that's fine. Don't have to say his family, you can say Tim and family. Oh, that's what you guys are talking about. Yeah, you can say Tim and family, right? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, this is the problem. Like, oh no, he needs to poop. Right? Where's he gonna go? That's the problem. That's very believable, right? Because plus imagine you're overseas. Maybe you ate something that your body can't quite tolerate or your stomach can't quite tolerate. So that is going to be something exciting. Okay, next. Bubble question 7. Read the problem. It's a different problem. Go. Davian, 4 could be your father, but it was a stranger. Remember? A stranger runs up to them, not their father. And if the father points to a map, the problem is going to be solved. It's not a twist. It doesn't get worse. See what I mean? Oh, so this one is worth 10 bubbles, is it? Okay. There you go. Oh no, Aditi can't see. Okay, Aditi. And those of you who still can't see the screen despite joining several times or refreshing many times, keep the website open to do your bubble questions, but open up Zoom and then join Zoom via the meeting ID. Okay, where do I find this? Meeting ID and password. I'm going to send it to you, okay? So mute the Geniebook one. Hey, I want to send to everyone, not just one person. Okay, my chat is broken. I can't send to everyone. Mon, I need your help. Every time I send a message, it goes straight to Adriel. Let me try sending to moderator. Okay, can I send to everyone now? No, it doesn't work. Let me write it down. Meeting ID is 835 2398 5011. Password QWERTY, top line of the letters on your keyboard. Okay, that's my password. All right, there we go. Score is in 264. High score. Hey, where's my high score button? Excuse me. Hang on, where are my sounds? Okay, high score, go. Password, like I said, QWERTYUYOP, the top row of letters on your keyboard. Okay, 264. Yes, you guys are getting the hang of it. You are getting the hang of this. Well done. Okay. So now the family are at the airport. After overcoming the problem in the streets, by the way, today's story time is about question number 6, where someone's traveling, they get lost, and then they get a stomach ache. Okay, that will be today's story time. So now they have overcome all of that. They're at the airport. Poor Tim and his family, forever facing problems. Then they realize one of their bags is missing. Okay, that's a bad thing. When you're missing a bag, that's a bad thing, right? And if you look at the options, let's see how bad it can get. Hi, Elise. Thesis, you got it right. Congratulations. All the students quickly lined up outside. Excuse me, totally not related. Very few of you chose this, so that's fine. Number 2, they had no idea where to go because they did not have a map. Okay, it makes sense if you have no idea where to go because you don't have a map, but they are at the airport. Do you need a map at the airport? You have directional signs and you have the directory there, or no, like the map of the airport. Usually you can find your way around an airport. Even if it's so big like Changi Airport, we have 4 terminals, right? You can definitely find a way around. You don't need a map. Okay, there are maps there as well. So no. Number 3 says a sale is ending soon. So what? How is that a problem? You see what I mean? It's not a problem. Nobody cares. Okay, hang on. Somebody says there's echoing, right? If there's an echo, you mute the audio on Geniebook or you mute Zoom. Okay, you mute the one that doesn't work. So why I say leave Geniebook on? So that you can do the bubble questions. Why do I say join on Zoom? So you can see my face and you can see the slides. All right. So some people recommend muting Zoom. Okay, I think that's a good idea. There should be an audio button at the bottom left. Picture of a microphone, right? You click this. You should mute the audio, okay? So number 4, oh, all the passports are in that bag. That's a big problem. If you lose that bag and it's just clothes and stuff you bought, okay, that's disappointing. It's sad, but it's not a big problem. But if your passports are in there, oh no, the problem just got worse, okay? Oh, some of you say you have to leave computer audio. All right, I guess it looks different on my screen. Yeah, leave audio, not join audio, right? Oh, all right, now you're a participant. Oh yeah, leave audio. Something about audio. Okay, Baba, question 8. Let's go. Ryder, where you get that from? What is that? I don't have a link to Zoom, but I have the ID. I don't know, Ryder. Must be somebody's account. I don't know. 83523985011. You can join the meeting by keying in the ID and then the password, okay? How many bubbles for this question? I think 5. Yeah, 5. 5 bubbles. This is the ID, guys. ROM, did I write ROM? Where's the typo? Let me see. ROM. Where did I write the word ROM? Okay, time's up. Where is the typo? I don't get it. Okay, do you guys read the question? I asked for a twist in the story where the problem gets worse. Something unexpected happens. If you look at option number 2, this is a solution to your problem, also known as a resolution of the story, right? The climax is when, oh no, I forgot this, I forgot that. Resolution, it's okay. Have a pencil, have a pen. Phew, that day I realized how important it is to check. You see what I mean? That's not a twist. Your problem didn't get worse. So not number 2. It's supposed to be number 3. I didn't bring my pencil and pen. Oh my God, that's a problem. Hey, but luckily I brought my calculator. Hey, hey, hey. Huh? It doesn't work. Ah! No pen, no pencil, no calculator. It just got worse. Okay, so why do I say the teacher tells you not to worry and hands you a pen and pencil from their own pencil case? Let me ask you, is the teacher a man or a woman? Is the teacher a man or a woman? How you know it's a woman? Do you not know? Maybe I was a teacher. You don't see, I didn't say. So when, like I've said before, when the gender is not specified, you can say they and their instead of he and his or she and hers or her. Okay? Or him. So see, their own pencil case. So whether or not the teacher is a male or female doesn't matter. There works. Okay? Here's a little tip for you for English. So if you want to write he or she, it's fine. In your work, for example, if you do comprehension and there's a character whose gender is not known, they don't tell you the name, they don't tell you whether it's a he or she, then it doesn't matter. If you write he, if you write she, no one's going to fault you. It's fine. If you write they, also can. Okay, this is just to be neutral. Like I gave you another example before. If I receive an email from someone and their name is a name that I totally don't know whether it's a male or female, maybe because it's from a different country. I don't know their customs and I don't want to offend that person. I don't want to say, yeah, he sent me an email, or yeah, she sent me an email. I might be wrong. So I can just say, yeah, they sent me an email. Okay. That's how it be neutral. So this is the problem getting worse. Number 4, totally irrelevant. You are in school. Just before the exam. Just before. At your seat. No need for a taxi. Number 1. Okay. Really? How realistic is that? The government sends an official. Why? Why not just another teacher or the principal? Is everything okay? Why must there be a government official? Not so realistic. That's why number 1 is just mad. Okay, last question before our break. Go. Wow. Type Sol into the ID. 5011. It's 5011. Sorry, not Sol. It's 835. It's all numbers, guys. 2398 5011. Sorry, it's not Sol. It's then the password is. People are still asking me. Okay, it's okay. Don't worry. No need to apologize. I appreciate the apology, but it's okay. It's my handwriting was bad. It's my fault. I'm sorry. Okay, how about teachers? Teachers is not on Geniebook. Does teachers have an answer? Good job, Elise. Okay. Also, another option I forgot is you can try clicking source 2. Some people say when you switch to source 2, it helps. So try that. Is it a high score? Okay, not a high score, just a good score, but not the highest score. Yes. This is what you call a good twist, where the problem becomes worse. It's like a roller coaster, right? You know how when you take a roller coaster, I guess it's not a roller coaster. I guess you can compare it to movies or books that you've read, where you read part of the story or you watch a part where, oh no, things are going wrong. And in your mind, it's like, oh, can we solve this? Can we solve this? And then suddenly the problem just gets worse. Then you're like, ah! That's what a twist does. Yes, a rush of adrenaline, exactly. That's what a twist does. It just makes a story just, what? Okay. Satisfies your hunger. This is a good meal. Number 4 is we are referring to a good meal. So no, a twist is not a good meal. How many? Wow, 15 people. Number 2. Remember, don't make your twist out of this world or ridiculous. It just makes a story feel very unrealistic and not so fun. When you write a story, you must keep your reader engaged. They must believe whatever is happening in the story. So if your story is about a normal day at school, then suddenly introducing aliens or monsters from under the sink, it's just going to be weird, right? But if you are writing a horror story from the start, then a shadow appearing behind you, okay, that's believable. Your reader your reader won't be like, what? Come on. You know what I mean? Okay. So pretending something is important doesn't make it a twist. It just makes the story feel a bit pretentious, or it doesn't give any impact. It's just like, come on, you just lost your 50-cent coin. Don't make it seem like it's the end of the world. I cried under the light of the lone street lamp, desperate to find that 50-cent. Nobody cares. Okay, here's a quick break. Because I got no riddles, my mind is a blank. So here's a punny paragraph for you. If we were to live on the moon, okay, moon puns incoming, then we would pay for things with money. There would be a game called Among Us. You can further your studies at the University, where you can study subjects such as mass communication. Every moon day, people go back to work and school. The government will be fair and everyone will be over the moon. They'll be very happy. Get what I mean? Moon puns. Pew, 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 pew. There you go. Okay. All right, let's carry on. We have 4 questions left. Okay. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. So we already saw good twists and I've explained to you how they work. Now the question is, how can you write your own twist? Let's go into a bit of detail. Okay. Think about it and then choose an option. Ready, go.
This is gonna be easy.
Thanks, Yixiang. Thanks to everyone who loved that break and show me support. I really, really appreciate it. You guys make this job worthwhile. Can I just say that? All of you always say nice things to me. It's very nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. Thanks, Yixiang. That's good. What is the question? The question is, why do we start with a basic problem? Why is it a good idea to start your story with a basic problem? Benjamin. Not yet, Benjamin. I haven't reached that stage. Oh, do I drink super loudly? Or is it the carabiner? Is it my carabiner bouncing against my bottle? Oops. Okay, time's up. Yeah, nice. This will enhance your writing. That's true. 219, exactly. So, when you start your story with a basic problem, something that is totally predictable, nothing surprising, then your reader is like, okay, they got lost. Cool, they're just gonna have to find their way out. But then suddenly, wait, there's a stomach ache. Oh, okay, I did not see that coming. That's the reaction you're going for. Then your reader's like, whoa, I want to know what happens next. So the idea of writing a twist is to get your reader even more engrossed in the story. And in a sense, a twist also makes your story seem more original or more unique. But later we'll talk about, do you need a twist for every story? Okay. You are definitely allowed to have complex ideas. Go ahead, children. You can do it. If you have a very complex story, write it in your own free time. You might not have time for your exams. During your exams, go ahead, explore these ideas. Harder option to get more marks, no such thing. No such thing. If you choose something that's hard, maybe you don't know how to do it, and then you end up just not performing at your best. Forget it. And you should never do things just for the sake of marks. At least that's my belief. So when you see a question during your exam, choose the one that you feel the most confident. You feel most confident about, something that you know. Okay, I can write a good story about this. Do it like that. Okay. Big problems tend to be something that human beings like. We love problems. Our minds just love problems. Okay. Let's go next. Question 11.
2 hours later.
TCS, correct. Lucas, unfortunately, no one else can see that message. A few of you, I also want to thank some of you. You were very helpful to send the meeting ID and password, right? But unfortunately, people can't see your messages. And I can't even copy your message. That's the worst part. I can't copy your text. And does my chat work? Does my chat work? Really, no, my chat still doesn't work. Yeah, I can't copy text from the chat. That's why I tell you guys not to send me links in the chat, because I cannot copy it. Send it to the bit.ly. Okay. Thanks, Aiden. I was a bit concerned. Is it Aiden or Ashton? Ashton Lim, thanks. I was concerned. Okay, time is up. 217. All right, we're okay. We're okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let me give all of you some reassurance, okay? For some of you who don't know how to write a twist, maybe it's such a complex idea for you, or you just feel that you have no inspiration or ideas, let me just tell you, it's okay. It's really okay. Why? Because as long as you use proper language and grammar and your story flows well, it's good. It can be good. I've said it before, I'll say it again. We have marked compositions that were nothing special, no crazy, no totally unique ideas, but they were written very well. It flowed so well from start to finish, and those people got really high marks. Okay, I will also say again, your concern is not about the marks. Definitely getting good marks shows that you know what you're doing, right? But that's not your focus. Your focus is the process. Keep putting in effort, because sometimes it might take you a while to do well, and that's okay. It's life. Sometimes you might take a few years before you're good at it, but you just got to keep doing it. As long as you know you're putting in effort and you are improving a little bit by a little bit, you are fine. To me, you are a success if you do that, okay? So, no, don't confuse a reader with big words. That just makes your story unreadable. Your reader is your teacher. Your teacher either knows the meaning of those words, or they'll look it up in the dictionary and like, what? Damn. And like I said, not all stories need a twist. Timothy, you want to see bubble question 4 again? Okay, later on, I'll show you all after the lesson, okay? Number 12, let's go. Karen says, in the exam, must we write about a climax? Okay, I will address this question for the class in a while, okay? Good question, Karen. Qin Xuan, thank you so much. That means a lot to me. Remember, I made the word sensible bold, everybody, with regards to the question. Compare each option back to the question. Chris, yeah, it was Chris. Thank you, Chris. This was Chris Wall. Yeah, I was not so sure who it was, so I didn't want to write the wrong name. Okay, bye, Kyla. Thanks for joining. Yeah, shout out to Chris. Chris suggested this in the P5 lesson, I think. We have one more question after this. So if anyone has your exams coming up, that's okay. Enjoy it. Give it your best shot. You are okay. You'll be fine. All right. However you do, look to the next exam for your look forward and see how you can improve. Okay, time is up. 179. Theseus, that is correct. 179. Some of you are not P4, so that's why. Okay. How do you make a twist? So let's look at number 1. Use the problem from a different topic. That's how you write out of point, right? If your story is about an accident, but you use the problem from a story called a holiday overseas, probably might not match, okay? So let's not do out of point things. Number 3. This is what you do before you write a story. It does not help you create, it's not a way to create a twist. It's how you plan your entire story. Okay, so this is a good practice, but this does not answer the question. Likewise with number 4. Number 4 is just advice. It's not how you get a twist, right? So if you've never ever written a certain topic and then you see it during your exam, oh no, what is this? Yeah, I should try it. Okay, probably a bad idea. So what is the idea? Introduce a solution, right? So let me try and think of an example. Let's say okay. Here's a crazy example. Let's say you are overseas and you lost your way. Let's go back to the story, right? You lost your way. There's no one else around to help you. When a car stops by the roadside and says, "Hey, hello, are you lost?" And like, yeah, I'm lost. Then the guy says, "Oh, it's okay. Come, let me drive you to your hotel. I know I know this place very well." Solution to the problem. Until they stop at your hotel and say, "Okay, sir, that's $200." What? You got cheated. You see what I mean? Your reader will be like, now they're no longer lost. But then wait, new problem. That's what this strategy is. You introduce a solution and then later, hey, psych, not really a solution. Actually, it's going to go wrong again. Okay? Yeah, this is an example. This one example. Okay, don't punch people's faces, okay, guys? You get into trouble. Why is Chris Ho on that page? Because this is the student. He's the one who suggested it in the previous lesson. I didn't think about it. He did. So credit to him. All right. Okay, but about question 13, go. Chris, Aiden says thanks. That's so sweet of you, Aiden. Can we have infinite twists? Not for your, oh, I forgot to talk about climax. Sorry. Not for your exams. You don't have forever, right? Although, to be honest, even if you write a story for fun, if you keep twisting and twisting and twisting and twisting, your reader might get sick of it. Okay, a bunch of people are saying, oh, Chris says, thanks back to Aiden. Nice, okay. So thanks, Asher. All right, guys, this is the last bubble question. So if you want to leave, you can. What's happening after this is I'll talk a bit about Halloween, then I have today's story time. But as always, you can watch the recording for the story time if you want to do that, or you can check out the blog. The story will be on the blog at 7:30 p.m. Okay. So I'll say for your exams, just keep it to one twist, 0 or 1. Okay. Don't get carried away. You will not have enough time. All right, this is it. Okay, this is the answer. What's the blog? Later I'll show you the address. Right, clearly. Have a nice introduction, end the story well, chef's kiss. Okay, that's what makes a good story. It's a very basic thing, everybody. You know that. You know it because you read stories, right? So you know that's what makes a good story. Just do the simple things right. All right. Okay, bye, Nicholas. Like I said, those who need to go, you can go, okay? And perfect handwriting is always a bonus, but it doesn't make your story good if your language is not good, okay? Dialogues, idioms, proverbs, these are just tools. Use when appropriate. Use when appropriate. Memorize phrases. I'm not a big fan of these. I know some of you use them. They can be useful, no doubt. I would rather you say something original or you try to be genuine about it. Okay, but I'm not stopping you from using memorized phrases. I know some schools give you lists of things to memorize. For those of you who are starting out or who are not very confident in writing, they can be very useful. Okay. So big words that don't make sense, just make it a horrible, horrible experience for your reader. All right, now the question is, do you always have to write a climax for your exams? My short answer is yes. Because from what I remember, exam questions are made in such a way that there is a climax to the story. Most exciting part of the story. You know what I mean? Very often exam composition titles have like problem. It's not, they don't usually ask you things like, describe a perfect day. No, they won't really say things like, talk about what you did last week at your grandma's house or what you did last week. They don't usually give you all these topics, mundane topics. They give you kind of exciting topics. Climax is the most exciting part. So they'll give you they give you topics like a fire in the kitchen, a broken vase, an accident, a surprise gone wrong. You see what I mean? Where there is a problem that can make your story like, right? Usually exam stories have that. So yeah, I promise. So my short answer is, yeah, put a climax in. Okay, if you have advanced ideas, run it by your teacher first, or send your story to my bit.ly. You can find the link to my bit.ly or my blog, right? Then you can show me that story or the idea, and I'll tell you whether it's appropriate. A climax is not a twist. A climax is this part of the story. Maybe sometimes it's a twist. It's the part where it gets most exciting, but usually you know it's happening, right? You know that the person is going to lose something. You know that there's going to be a fire because the title is a fire in the kitchen. You see what I mean? The reader is already expecting that problem, but a twist is after this. You like what? So with a twist like this, whoa, that's your story mountain with a twist. Okay. I hope all of you stay safe, and I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. All right.